Welcome, lacrosse friends, the international lacrosse community. Thank you for joining us today at the 2021 Pan American Lacrosse Association Sixes Cup, the first event of its kind that PALA has hosted. My name is Evan Mocklame with World Lacrosse, and I'm joined today by Ricky Mercurio, member of the World Lacrosse Development Committee, and also lacrosse commentating legend. So thank you, Rick, very much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
The lacrosse sixes discipline, it's fast-paced, it's exciting. The rules are a little bit different from the tennis side. Rick, what are you most excited about watching this game here today?
I just love the fact that this is an on-the-fly substitution game. You don't have horns. You don't. Your whistles are limited. You're letting the players play the game. It's fast in action. It's up and down. You have to be in great shape. And there's a sense that, with the shot clock, that 30-second shot clock, and we'll talk more of it at length later on, is that you have to get the ball down, and the objective here is not to stall. It's to set up an offense and score each possession.
Absolutely, absolutely. We're very excited to get things started. Today we have the Haudenosaunee playing Team Colombia in this women's semifinal match. So with that, we'll get to the action here in just a couple of minutes. Thank you so much for joining us. So we're going to go ahead and get things started here.
And there's only one draw per quarter. So after each goal, the goalie gets the ball.
That's right, and we are underway here. Colombia getting an early ground ball, but the Haudenosaunee able to poke it away and will gain possession here with a fresh 30-second shot clock.
Pass inside. Good patience there, Evan.
Good patience. Moving it back up top. The Haudenosaunee getting their offensive personnel in play. Number 4 passing over.
Oh, look back door there. That was beautiful.
Quick stick finish there. Really great shot. That's Lois Garlow on the finish there. This Haudenosaunee team, our coach told us, they've got some standout players, but honestly, all really well-balanced team, and they've really formed some chemistry. They've been playing together for a little bit now. They've had the opportunity to come together as a team, and I think it'll probably show today on the field, Rick.
So one of the things, the changes we've seen over the last couple of days and a few games, 30 seconds doesn't seem like a lot of time, so the teams are kind of rushing to take shots. You're seeing them settle down more, and shots are coming within 20, 25 seconds of the game.
Yeah, absolutely. And as you say that, the Haudenosaunee create a turnover by causing the shot clock to expire. But I definitely agree, Rick. I think we've seen over the course of the tournament these teams getting more comfortable with the 30-second shot clock. When you say it doesn't sound like a lot, but when you're out there, it's plenty of time to manage your offense.
Sure, patience. You have to have patience on offense. And you have to be very selective in your shooting. You get it's a one-shot deal. If you shoot and miss the cage, the other team is going to get the ball. So you can't just take random kind of shots.
Absolutely. A lot of the coaches that I've spoken to as the Haudenosaunee take possession back of the ball is that what they really find is that it's a lot like basketball, right? With that shot clock, you think a lot more about shooting efficiency, right? How efficient can I be? If I miss the goal, that's a turnover. That's obviously tough for your team.
Absolutely.
Haudenosaunee back on offense, moving the ball well around the perimeter here.
Yeah, so they look like they're trying to look and move the ball, as you say, Evan, around the perimeter and then look backdoor and inside.
Yeah. Number 77, that's Taylor Frink with the ball, managing well, finds a cutting inside. Great look for the Haudenosaunee, but Colombia able to poke it loose.
Nice check.
And Colombia is going to come back the other way. Some stout defense from Colombia here early.
Solid.
Haudenosaunee getting their defensive personnel on the field. You see all their sticks up. Very vocal, this team. Colombia, some good ball movement here to even out their spacing. Their coach talked to me earlier today about how important it is for their players to get spaced out before they initiate offense.
Good look inside, but lost the handle on that ball.
Good quick check there from the Haudenosaunee defense. And right upfield, there's that quick transition that we talked about. They've got a 2-on-1 advantage.
Have some numbers there, but they missed the pass, but they regained possession. Backhand pass.
Slick one-handed pickup there from Ivy Santana, and the Haudenosaunee keep possession
of
the ball. Big save there from Colombia's goalkeeper right on the doorstep.
Great save.
Really great job of matching hands and stepping to the ball. Haudenosaunee back with possession here. Moving around, very patient. 10 seconds on the shot clock, but plenty of time.
As you look inside.
Oh, that's a great feed inside. A couple of fakes from number 34. That's Jordan Calhoun. Couple of good fakes, but the goalie stepping out, making it difficult.
Yeah, Vivian Owens, she has to be close to 6 foot because her helmet comes right up to the cage, and they try to put a dodge, a fake on the shot, and she didn't bite on it. She does a nice job standing in that cage and taking up space.
Yeah, great goalie technique, standing tall, waiting for that shot.
Here comes a shot, look inside, but missed.
Good save there for Jenna Herring, and passes it right up. Great outlet pass.
Outlet pass, will she take the shot? Yeah.
Good finish there, just a quick fake. Nothing the goalie could do about that one. That's Jalen Jimerson on the finish, and then going back on defense. Columbia pushing downfield, big save.
Great save right there.
Great save from the goalie. Haudenosaunee able to get up and out very quickly. Already knocking on the doorstep here. Couple of good passes, a backhanded pass, and a phenomenal finish there. Taylor Frank again on the recipient of that great pass from her teammate, able to put it home. Haudenosaunee absolutely finding some good transition rhythm here, Rick. You know, great to see them getting up and fast. It is hot. It will be interesting to see if they can keep that pace throughout the game.
Well, they know how to create transition. When you go down, it was a 2-on-1, and they made it a 3-on-2. And they were patient. They didn't have to take the 2-on-1 shot. They waited. They had a 3-on, because they hustled down. They had a 3-on-2, and they scored. You'll see perimeter passing. They initialize with perimeter passing.
Columbia doing a good job. They've got one late defender coming in. An advantage for Frank. Just a good shoulder dip. Did she step in the crease? No goal there. Looks like the official across the way spotted it. Tough. That's a great finish from her, but it will not count on the scoreboard. 3-0 here. The Haudenosaunee finding some rhythm early, but Columbia definitely getting a little bit more ambitious on the offensive side, working behind. We've seen them do this several times today, and they often find success from behind the net.
Looked inside, but we're not able to connect with 3 seconds left to go. They're going to have to get a shot off here.
And there's that shot clock. Great defense from the Haudenosaunee. Earlier in the game that I watched with Columbia, they had some trouble getting their offense set up, right? They love that big spacing for those offensive players, but difficult with the 30-second shot clock. That's definitely something that they're going to have to manage. Haudenosaunee back on offense, swinging it, good movement.
Again, perimeter, passing, patience.
Fake flip to a pass inside.
And then they'll look back door. They constantly look to do perimeter. They look inside for the inside move right there. Not able to connect. And if it's not there, they'll pass it back door.
Good defense from Columbia there. The Haudenosaunee, good movement, but the ball jarred loose or tipped by a Colombian player. Columbia will come back on offense.
You see Haudenosaunee, they just substituted 3.
A little bit of confusion there. Number 2, Lindsay Miller, running back on the field after initially coming to the box. You can see the Haudenosaunee players in the box ready to substitute right away. Columbia working the ball behind again.
It's a little 2-man game there right there. She came off the pick, got her hands free, but it was a great save.
Jenna Herring getting the ball out again early and fast. Big save, and then a sneaky finish there from Sierra. Nice finish, going high and then coming back low with the shot. Columbia looking to push a little bit here in transition, but good defense from the Haudenosaunee to get back.
And Haudenosaunee, they'll take advantage of the other team, in this case Columbia. They'll take advantage of the mistakes. See right here, a fake high, shoot low. Beautiful shot there.
Great finish. The Haudenosaunee knocking on the door again. 34 switching from right to left, rolling around.
Here's your inside look.
Picking out an inside player. Very patient, the Haudenosaunee. No look pass to the crease.
We got a call here. Not quite sure what it might be, but it's going to be Columbia's
potentially an
possession.
Inadvertent whistle. Looks like.
What do they call it?
So we had a walling.
Green card on the play.
Looks like a walling card, or a walling call, excuse me, here at the end of the quarter. 2 players cannot come together and block the goal. So that is a walling call. Some people familiar with tennis side lacrosse might be familiar with a shooting space call, which is similar but not exactly the same thing. So a walling call here on Columbia, and the Haudenosaunee will be a player up.
Oh, scored with 2 seconds left there.
Great finish there. Taylor Frank again, great play, eyes up, looking to shoot, and then just passed at the last second. Really phenomenal creativity from the Haudenosaunee, you know, finding offense in different ways. You were talking about that earlier on, Rick. You know, not just the fast break opportunities, but also willing to slow down and willing to be patient.
Yeah, I mean, they have 2 things going for them offensively. They know how to create transition. They know how to finish in transition. And their set offense, Evan, is phenomenal. Basically, they come down. If they're not in transition, they recognize they're not in transition. They'll pass the ball perimeter. Their first look is inside. If they don't have it, they'll put the ball back outside and look to put the ball down to the wings and look back door. It's very organized. It's very key in what they're doing defensively. Or if you're a defensive coach, you have to recognize what they're trying to do and take that away from them.
Yeah, absolutely. And earlier in their first game today, Columbia found a lot of success on defense, packing it in a little bit more, right? Don't get too extended. If you get overextended, you might get beat, and then your defense is going to have to collapse. So starting a little bit tighter, get those sticks up, you know, and force the team to move the ball quickly to create their offense, right? You don't want to create anything for the offense easy.
So correct me if I'm wrong. Here, take a look at these highlights first. See that passing? Again, there's your backdoor pass. They're always looking to share the ball. Right here.
A couple of good saves from the goalkeepers as well.
There.
Columbia, a couple of good opportunities, but just phenomenal goalie play here early. Yeah. It's only 0-5, but I think, you know, in this coming second half, definitely going to look to Columbia to try to get something started on offense. We know they've had success attacking from X behind the goal, but we'll see how they come out here in this next quarter.
Now, we haven't seen much of offense being created from behind at X or behind the goal. It's basically all in the front right now.
Yeah, and it's a big difference, right? Because in the tennis side game, Rick, you would almost always see a player behind the goal,
always.
Right?
It all went through X, yep.
And so now, you know, a very interesting adjustment. We've seen this weekend some teams like that. Some teams like to have an offensive player initiate from behind. You know, other teams content to put everyone in front of the goal, similar to almost to a box lacrosse offense, right? Making sure all their firepower is in front of the goal. You don't want to waste any shooters, right? You don't want to waste any space at all.
Yeah, well, again, the rules, when the ball is shot behind the cage, one of the purposes of having somebody at X is to back up the shot.
Yeah.
It's not necessary in the sixes because once the shot is taken and it goes out of bounds behind, the opposite team gets the ball.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, the Haudenosaunee have taken a lot of shots, but pretty accurate so far in their shooting. We haven't seen a lot of missed shots. They're taking advantage of their opportunities, and that's what you were speaking to at the beginning of the game, Rick, was efficiency and how you really have to think about the shots you're taking.
Yeah. I mean, the one good opportunity Columbia had, a good shot, but it was a great save. And off of that save, the Haudenosaunee was able to put it in transition and score. So not only did you not get a goal, they came up with a goal against you.
Absolutely. And I think that's a key for Columbia coming out here in the second quarter, Rick. I think Columbia needs to do a great job of trying to get back and stop that transition play a little bit, right? If you can, you know, take away a couple, 3, 4 of those transition goals that the Haudenosaunee may have had, it's going to put your team in a position for success.
Yeah, and one of the things the coach has to go over, you know, at the end of these quarters when another team goes 5 up on you, you can't get the 5 goals up. You can't get the 5 goals back, rather, right away. You just have to get one at a time and settle down into your offense and just play good defense. I know that's easier said than done, but that's the order at hand.
Columbia will start with the ball here. Haudenosaunee in their defensive setup. Sitting deep, almost looks as if they're in a zone, but picking up players now. Ball loose.
It was a good look inside, but the check was made.
Columbia retaining possession. Again, going behind the goal. We know they like to come around from X. A skip pass just can't get through. Pass picked off by Lois Garlow.
And there's numbers. Yep.
Right up quickly to Jalen Jimerson, and she's not going to miss from there. Great finish.
No. There's no missing from 2 feet out in front of a goalie.
And that's what we were talking about, right? Being selective with those passes, because if you make the wrong pass, it could be a goal, just like that. Colombia surveying and now going back to X again. Looking up, they've got a couple people inside. Good pass, just can't handle it. And the Haudenosaunee right up, passing forward. Number 43 with a fake going low. That's a goal for Sierra Cockrell. Great finish. And again, we're really seeing that transition play from the Haudenosaunee.
Evan, you have to realize almost every one of these young ladies on the Haudenosaunee play in college.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they're constantly training, they're constantly playing, and that's probably not the case in Colombia, obviously. You know, they don't get to play as much, and they don't have the experience. And it's just great that they're here participating, and they'll get better.
Yeah, and absolutely. And I think that the team chemistry, right, teams getting together during the pandemic has just been so difficult for them to get together and practice. And I know that this Haudenosaunee team has been lucky enough to have a couple of these practices together with this Sixes squad. And I think that's definitely something that's going to help them. Team Colombia here, a player up, surveying. Good pass inside and a bounce shot from about 10 to 12 yards that's going to get saved by the Haudenosaunee goalie. And the Haudenosaunee, although a player down, willing to push in transition. Colombia goalie out of the crease. And now the Haudenosaunee have the ball.
As you look inside, you're going to get a shot off here. See, they don't have it, they take it outside again.
Yeah, and Haudenosaunee players very aware of the situation, right? A player down and now subbing. Maybe a forced pass in there, but they get possession with a ground ball and a couple of quick fakes and a finish. So even a player down, Haudenosaunee able to get a goal.
Well, very heads-up play. Similar to in basketball, you follow that shot. Take a shot, you get the rebound, you put it back up, and that's it. That was the situation there. Ball fell in front of the crease. Haudenosaunee was able to pick it up and put it in the cage.
Even strength now for both teams. A ball that got passed inside, shot over the goal. So again, as we discussed, Rick, that ball is going to go to the Haudenosaunee and essentially a turnover on a missed shot there, and they'll bring the ball back in offense.
It was a good take, but it just didn't get to the cage.
Taylor Frank carrying down, moving it down to the left side. Haudenosaunee, all their players in front of the goal, a couple inside.
As your perimeter passing, you'll see the cut to the middle.
Taylor Frank with a little flip play here. Good movement from the Haudenosaunee.
Pretty much a set play.
Up top.
And look back door
now
right here.
Into Taylor and right back inside, but good defense from Colombia.
Colombia in transition. Good speed right here.
Alexandra pushing the pace. Great shot.
Another great save.
Another great save. Phenomenal defense from Colombia there. That's just what we talked about, Rick. Getting inside, getting their sticks up. Great turnover, just could not finish against the goalie.
Yeah, Jenna Herring, she's seeing the ball today. You know, some days that ball looks like a little pea. Some days it looks like a beach ball. Right now it's a beach ball.
Absolutely, two big saves early.
Oh, just over the top.
Another great opportunity for Alexander, but just can't put it in the net. Colombia finding a little bit of a rhythm here, a little bit better on defense, getting some good opportunities, just not getting him in the back of the net.
So that missed shot is the result of great saves because it gets in your mind that you have to make all kinds of fakes and be precise on the shot, which you kind of do, but I think that was because the last save was such a great one.
Absolutely, Jenna Herring standing tall for the Haudenosaunee.
Yeah.
Colombia looking to clear here. A pass that just goes long. Number 43, Sierra corralling that, getting it back upfield for her team. Pass inside, pass back.
Go, and look back door.
And one more. How about that passing?
That was just a simple give and go, and she could have taken the shot. I don't know. I didn't catch the number on the shot, but she could have taken a shot, and she passed it back door. They're very unselfish with the ball.
Absolutely. Number 4, that's Jalen Jimerson on the finish.
Oh, nice face dodge right there.
Good face dodge. Colombia probing this Haudenosaunee defense. Carrying behind, they find a little bit more space back there. The Haudenosaunee tentative to go behind the goal and defend from there. Good defense there, good check from the Haudenosaunee.
Positional defense and just checked it away.
That's Cassandra carrying up the field. Cassandra Bean is the nickname there.
Yeah. Oh, look at that.
Good pass inside and a great finish.
Yeah.
Vivian Owens for the Colombia team playing very well today, but I mean, those shots right in front of the goal, there's not a ton you can do about those.
I'll tell you, Evan, you and I cannot make this team. This is these young ladies.
That is fair.
Some players.
Aaron pass is going to go off the stick of a Colombian player, and the Haudenosaunee will pick it up. And you see the substitutions for the Haudenosaunee. Very regimented, right?
Smooth and regimented, yep.
Very smooth. Players are ready to go. And even in the transition play, you see fresh players coming out of the box ready to go get the ball for their team.
So what you and I don't know is we don't know what their normal positional play is. By that I mean, are they are they offensive players? Are they defensive players? Other than the goalie, we just don't know. Coming out of that box, if the coach wants to substitute defensive players in certain situations, offensive players, etc. Very interesting.
Yeah, that's a great point, Rick. A lot of people adapting to this discipline.
Yeah, it's a great game. I love it. I love it. It's up and down action. You can't, you're going to start watching these games on TV. You can't even leave to get popcorn.
Absolutely. It is a fast-paced game.
Yep. You walk away from the TV or the game, you're going to miss 4 or 5 goals.
That's right. Colombia passing here.
Inside
High
look there.
Pass inside. Haudenosaunee able to bat it away.
Look at
and
the speed
take
right
possession.
here.
Good finish
Wow.
there. That's Jacqueline Lazor on the finish. Got her stick up in the passing lane, picked it
Not
off.
only that, she got from goal to goal in about 3 strides.
Quick.
Like an antelope. Wow.
Very quick down the field. That's
Good shot
a
and
long
a
shot.
save. Once again,
That's Jenna Herring pushing the ball right up to her teammate. How about the confidence in your teammate just to throw it all the way down the field?
yeah, it's like a Hail Mary pass. You know they're going to be there, put it in a specific spot,
That's right, 34.
and run under it.
Jordan Callan with the shot that's going to go a little bit high.
One of the few shots that we've seen them miss.
That's a great point. The shooting percentage very high here today for the Haudenosaunee. Colombia coming back on defense. It looks like the Haudenosaunee have one player coming back on defense a little bit late. They're a little bit more extended here than they have been in past possessions. We'll see how Colombia deals with that. Looking to attack here from the top, passing behind. That pass is going to get picked off. And again, they've got a player right out in
Nice
transition.
defense by Colombia breaking up that transition. That was going to be a goal.
Good job getting it back. Another pass batted down. Oh,
And another good save.
and a tough shot there coming right off the post, but Colombia retaining possession for a fresh 30-second shot clock.
And here you got a lot of numbers. You have a 2-on-1 with the goalie. 7 seconds left. Good
Oh.
save.
Phenomenal save there. She retains possession, gets it back. Oh,
Oh, good for them. That was a great save.
just a phenomenal save there from Vivian Owen. She's been standing tall all day. Tough one there for Beretta Santana, who broke it down. There's
You see
Santana
that.
coming all the way down, and then the heads-up play to grab that rebound, turn around, pass it to her teammate, and it looked like there was just
He ran out of time.
some unselfish play there, trying to
Yeah.
get Santana the goal, but unfortunately couldn't get it in time.
But Owens has some quick hands. I mean, that ball was faked high and went low, and she took her hands right down. She's very aggressive on a save. She doesn't let the ball play her. She plays the ball.
Absolutely. And that will round up the first half for us. So 11-0, the Haudenosaunee coming out to a healthy lead. We're about to get our second half underway here at the Palace Sixes Cup between the Haudenosaunee and the Colombia women's team here. The Haudenosaunee out to a sizable lead there. It's 11-0, but Team Colombia really getting a lot of good looks recently. Their defense is starting to pack in, getting more comfortable, and goalie play from both of the netminders has been phenomenal this game.
Yeah.
Draw here to start the quarter. As we mentioned, draws only start the quarter. So after the goal, the goalie's turning around, grabbing that ball, and immediately restarting play. Players can line up anywhere outside of the draw circle, but cannot enter until possession is gained or the ball comes out of the possession circle. The draw circle, excuse me.
So talking about the draw, I mean, it's good for the growth of lacrosse around the world. I know people want to say, yeah, you're taking that out of the game, but you don't have to have a great face-off person. When you only have 12 on a team, you have to play all the positions. There's no such thing as a FOGO,
Sure.
face-off and get off the field. They have to stay on. They have to stay on, so the face-off, even though it's important that you get the 4, in a game like this, not so important. It's more traditional than anything else. But the change of possession back and forth is phenomenal. Keeps the game going, gives everybody an opportunity to score.
Absolutely. And as we get a shot clock violation here, the Haudenosaunee will take back over. But to your point, Rick, such a good development tool, right? To expose people to this game, right? And the sixes model is more approachable. You get more touches than maybe you would in a tennis-side game. So really exciting to not just see the competition here, but also think about sixes as a tool for development in these countries.
Yeah, Evan, on that point, you know, we're from the United States, and I do a lot of Big Ten games, and I'm constantly being asked about the sixes, you know, format and why are we doing this, why are we doing this. Listen, we're never going to take away the field game from anybody. If that's your thing, that's your thing. But the game of the sixes, when you look at the global aspect of it, you know, not everybody has a vast amount of players, a vast amount of equipment, a vast amount of funds, like the United States or perhaps Canada, Japan, England. You know, there are teams like Colombia who struggle to find players to play this game initially. It's hard to find equipment. It's expensive to find equipment. So this game is going to help teams in other countries develop faster, where you could get 15, 20 players, 30, 40 players, and you can compete, you know, if you develop them correctly.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, to Columbia's credit, they have so many people in their program who are working so hard to develop the game in Colombia. Oscar, who is a World Lacrosse coach developer, is actually on the sideline for the Colombia women's team. He plays for the men's team. He coaches for the women's team. He also works for Lacrosse the Nations.
Nice save again.
As we see a great save there in the Haudenosaunee pushing back in transition. But really a testament to the volunteer spirit, right, and the camaraderie of people really wanting to grow the game. Great passing there.
You know, what you'll have to realize also is that these players are playing because they love the game. There's no other reason they're playing this game.
Absolutely.
I mean, until, you know, just recently with the Olympic recognition, that there was really nothing other to play. The reason you would play this game is not like in the United States where most kids are playing, they think, anyhow, because they think they're going to get a Division I scholarships at some point. There's something at the end of the rainbow. And I'm not speaking about everybody, it's generalization, but for other countries, kids play because they love the game. They fall in love with the game.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think you see that here, right? Players coming from all over, right, to participate, to be here with their teams, and to enjoy the sport.
Yeah.
Pass up field here for the Haudenosaunee, pushing a little bit in transition. Couple of cutters, moving it back up top.
Again, recognizing transition. They don't have it. They pull the ball out. They go perimeter. They'll look inside right there and take a shot.
One of only a couple of missed shots here for this team. You know, once they get that pass inside, you know, I think pretty likely. I think we're getting used to seeing the ball go in the back of that net from that range.
So I know it's easy, but as a coach, you know, I'm pretty much telling you what they're going to do before they do it because that's their offense, and it's great. And, you know, they could be creative at times, but it's a very, very disciplined offense where they go transition. That's not there. They recognize they're not in transition. They don't waste a shot. They pull it out. They pull it to the outside. They go perimeter. They look. Their first look is inside. And if that's not there, then they'll push it to the sides and look back door.
Absolutely. And such a vocal team. You see Taylor Frink carrying the ball down. She is absolutely the quarterback of this offense, really speaking. I see her talking to her teammates on the bench as well as on the field. Doing a good job of getting everyone organized.
Oh, right off the pipe. That was great ball movement. That was almost a bada bing, bada boom, bada bang.
Exactly. 3 or 4 quick passes there right off the crossbar. Almost. Couple flip plays here.
Little
quick passes.
Game, yeah.
They've got a new shot clock, plenty of time to work with. That's a skip pass over the
top.
top.
Yep. So they start experiment here, try other things on their offense. That's good. You know, work on something that's, you know, that they may need in the future.
Taylor Frank stepping back, assessing what the defense is giving them. Oh, that is a great dodge.
Shot,
just a high finish from Sierra there.
A little heat on that one.
A little bit of heat on that one.
Like it's not hot enough. It's 98 right here. At that cage right now is 104.
Ooh, good shot. Really good shot right over the goalie's head. Columbia coming back down the field, content to slow the pace a little bit, get their offensive spacing set up.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Evan. on the Haudenosaunee team, this is not everybody that's on their national team. They're using this event to try out for the team. Is that correct?
That's right. So they've hosted a series of tryouts, and this is a part of that. So some of these women you will definitely see at other events like the U.S. Lacrosse Super Sixes event that's coming up, and also maybe potentially the World Championship. So, these players are working towards something larger. They're a part of a program and a part of that development.
Nice shot there. There's your inside look, cutting across.
And again, that is Taylor Frink, head up, looking at what her cutting teammates are doing and finding the open player inside.
So right there, Columbia did not cash in on that, but you could see that when their skill catches up to what they wanted to, where they wanted to be, they're going to start putting the ball on the back of that cage. That was an excellent look inside. It was just a bad pass.
Yeah, absolutely. Columbia in on defense, sticks up, good communication.
Here's your perimeter. You'll have a cutter going in the middle. Right there, you see them cut inside on a pick. Cut on the pick. There you go. Oh!
Good finish there. It almost looked like to me that Vivian Owens almost got her.
I thought she saved it, but yes, you're
really,
right.
Really quick hands coming from right to left. Almost had that one.
Just good shooting.
Great shooting. Columbia back on offense here. A little flip play, a quick double. Passing across, number 15. Ball on the ground, but retains possession. Again, coming from X. Surveying the middle of the field. A couple of cutters for Columbia. Short shot clock, and they will get a shot clock violation. And again, you see that Haudenosaunee break. 3 players so quick to the bench. And those first 3 players, right to the goal, right to the corner of the field. Nifty behind the back pass there. And a give and go. Can't quite handle it. And Vivian Owens will collect that.
Oh, picked off right there.
Haudenosaunee staying alert in the clearing game. Clearing not as much of a feature of this game, but still can be important. If your player is heads up, an athlete able to turn and find that ball, Haudenosaunee rewarded with another possession.
It's a very short field, and most of the players are just trying to get back from one end to the other. So the riding aspect is taken away a little bit. There's your backdoor pass and a look inside. Beautiful. That's a bada boom, bada bing, bada bang.
That's right. Phenomenal patience from Sierra there, right? She just had that open look, but the goalie was there, held on to it for 1 second longer. Beautiful passing. And I think that is going to signal the end of the third. So the Haudenosaunee adding to their lead. I believe it's 16-0, not letting up any goals. Columbia definitely in that quarter, tried to build off that momentum from the second quarter, but the Haudenosaunee passing and just the transition play has really been crucial for them to maintain this lead.
Yeah, you can see the young ladies walking off the field. They're very, very tired.
Yeah, it is hot out here today. Yeah. And again, these athletes have played a tremendous amount of lacrosse. And what we know from the Sixes game initially is that, the ball and play time is vastly different in the Sixes game compared to the women's 10-a-side, right? The ball is in play. It's not stopping a lot. We don't see a lot of whistles, right? Not a lot of stoppages of play. These women are going up and down the field.
Well, here's a possession by Columbia. Haudenosaunee, I'm sorry. There's your pass, your give and go. It's your basic, simple give and go. Had time and room, faked high, shot low. Very patient. Right here, you'll see the ball being passed. They look inside, dodge, shot outside, placement of the ball. There you go. Head up. Look what she's cradling that ball. Her head is up, and there's your backdoor look.
Such quick
right inside.
Passing.
Always looking for each other.
Such quick passing and almost no cradle with some of those passes, right in the stick and
right back
ball. And right back out.
They hold the ball. If you count, it's probably 1-2 pass, 1-2 pass. It's that's a drill that you can use, in this game, lacrosse. You're not allowed to hold the ball for more than 3 seconds during a practice. And it teaches you to catch the ball, look up, be able to pass the ball to somebody else. Hey, a little shout out here, Evan, to the trainers. They're out here under these tents. They have ice. They have plenty of medical supplies. The communication, if so needed, medical assistance. They're doing a great job keeping these kids, fluid and hydrated, and they're doing a great job here.
Yeah, absolutely. In the second day of this tournament, definitely seeing some ice baths going on. Some ice bags on knees after
The officials,
after
they're
games.
using more of them than anybody.
even the officials, who have also done a phenomenal job this weekend, right, making sure that our athletes can enjoy the game safely.
Yeah. Good job.
We are going to get started here with our fourth quarter.
So if you happen to walk away for a few minutes, the score probably changed about 5 or 6 times.
That's
in
right.
3 minutes.
So we're back here at the Pala Sixes Cup, one of the first events of its kind, the first Sixes event hosted by the Pan American Lacrosse Association. So far, so impressed with this event. These athletes are so excited to be out here to try this discipline, to get together with their teams and compete at a high level.
Yeah. You talk about adjustments, Evan, and you know that I do the Division I games, men's lacrosse games. I mean, there's time for you to regroup your thoughts when you're commentating, and there's time because the field is longer, so you can kind of see your offense developing and what you want to say as it's going. Right here, I turn around, it's over. I sneeze, and the goal, and I miss it.
No, that's a great point. And I think we're all adjusting to the speed of sixes, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
The officials, the players, and even us trying to call the game.
Hey, my lips hurt.
We get a trainer for you over
They're going numb.
Haudenosaunee back on offense. Taylor Frink up at top, that quarterback for this offense, moving it so quickly around. We got a switch on the backside here. And now a 2-player game. Frink steps
there was
in.
some heat on that.
She absolutely painted that top left corner there, Rick.
That's going to bring some thunderstorms. She keeps doing that. that humidity is going to build up. Whoa, that was beautiful.
Wow. Taylor Frink, the quarterback of this offense, often surveying to find those open players, but that time, Rick, stepped in and just put it in the top corner.
There's no answer to that. That's just pure talent. Here's your transition, your outlet pass from the goal.
Haudenosaunee up and out quickly to Lindsay. Lindsay Miller is going to stay on offense here for a moment. She's going to carry down, passes back up. Frink back at the point of this offense.
Yep. The perimeter passing.
The Haudenosaunee looking into a different set, I believe, than in previous quarters. They're doing 2-player switches on the top with Frink at the top. Quick pass inside, batted down. Frink, little heat check there. Frink trying her luck
Nice
again
save,
from the outside.
Yeah, that was a little sidearm music there, and it was saved.
Good shot. So the shot clock did expire, but not before Frink got her shot off. So fresh shot clock here for the Haudenosaunee. Surveying here, passing back up top. Circling well. Frink to the left. Looks to flip, fakes. Comes inside, rolls back around, pass up top inside. Wow.
Wow, unbelievable.
How about the handle there from number 19? Jacqueline able to cradle, and then finally let that shot go at the perfect moment.
So one of the big rule changes in the sixes for the women is you're able to step into the shooting area, correct?
That's right. So we did see one walling call earlier, right?
Two players step together.
Exactly. 2 players cannot come together to shoot, or to block the goal. Another call that we haven't seen here today is a dangerous propel. If you shoot a ball and it's clearly with a disregard for the safety of a defensive player, that's going to be a penalty.
The onus on the shooter is to shoot it safely.
Exactly.
Even though they're in the shooting space.
Exactly. So it really puts the responsibility on the shooter. And I think you've seen, Rick, it really frees up the game. These women are back and forth, up and down, playing so quickly. Phenomenal save there from Vivian Owens.
I mean, how many whistles have we heard?
Yeah, not very many.
Well, on the goal, but, other than that.
Yeah, play is just starting right back up. The Haudenosaunee able to get their own rebound.
Inside.
Oh.
We're going to have a card here.
Looks like we got a high stick. It's going to be a yellow card, so 1 minute. And you can see the Colombian player apologizing profusely. Clearly an accident.
I didn't mean it.
Clearly an accident, but a penalty nonetheless. So the Haudenosaunee will go player up. One of the few player advantages that we've seen. So we'll see what the Haudenosaunee put together. Obviously, their ball movement has been superb. Everything would indicate that their player up offense would be, equally as effective.
Yeah. And the clock, the shot clock resets.
Exactly.
On a penalty. Yeah.
Moving quickly here, inside and then out Taylor again,
quarterbacking. There's a lot of little weave action here.
Phenomenal motion. Back to Taylor, who came all the way across.
Oh, nice.
She wanted that one more pass, but Vivian Owens being a little bit more assertive here in this quarter, stepping out, intercepting that pass.
Yeah.
Breakaway for Columbia.
She's just slamming that door shut.
Jenna Herring at the last second, able to get her hands across her body and save that. Good check there from the Colombian defender.
I guess it's fair to say she probably passed her eye test at the motor vehicle department. Huh?
Absolutely.
She's seen that ball.
Yeah. Jenna Herring not letting anyone easy. And we talked about this, those shots on the doorstep, not easy to save. Really seeing the ball well right now. Columbia coming back down.
Oh, that was a great shot.
High shot just off the crossbar.
Yeah, right off the iron.
Haudenosaunee coming back down. A couple of frantic possessions up and down recently in the past 2 minutes. Haudenosaunee getting their personnel on the field. Even as they're setting up, ball still moving very quickly from player to player.
Evan, if you just focus your eyes on the box at times, it makes you dizzy.
It does make it tough. High fake there inside. Columbia do a great job of closing the gate, but she gets free. I mean, a phenomenal move from Lindsay Miller there.
Yeah, time ran out. It was a great shot, but time ran out.
And a phenomenal save there from Vivian Owens. The shot clock expired, but again, that's 2 saves in a row. Columbia coming back down the other way. Surveying, looking back up top. They got a player inside. Good pass. Misses it just wide to the left. Looks like the ball's going to stay in. No reset of the shot clock. Only 4 seconds left for Columbia to get a shot on goal. And that's that efficiency that we talked about, right, Rick? If you miss a shot in a tennis-side game, you might be able to just pick it up, reset your offense. You know, you're maintaining possession of the ball, but not here.
Nice backdoor shot there.
Again, Taylor Frank able to get down the field quickly. And now she'll go back on defense. We've mostly seen her on the offensive side of the ball. Number 22, that's Mo for Columbia. A high pass over the top of the defense. Haudenosaunee just able to get a stick to that shot.
Yeah, I think as the game progresses, you're going to have to, I would, if I was Haudenosaunee, was start playing some of your offensive people more on defense and more of your defensive people on offense, because sooner or later they're going to get caught on either side, and they should learn how to play both.
Absolutely, absolutely. We've talked about it before, how important it is for these players to be able to do multiple things, right? Pass, catch, finish, right? You don't want just a defensive player, just an offensive player.
That was a great shot, just high, over the top of the cage.
Number 43, Sierra, putting that one just high, but a strong shot nonetheless. Columbia back on offense. They're going to keep this set of players on the field. So these were their defensive players now coming down the offensive side. Good ground ball there from Columbia, and a low-to-low shot.
Let's try to sneak that one in.
Yeah, looked like a good shot, almost as if the goalie was screened, but she did see it at the last second. Again, Jenna Herring not letting any easy ones faster.
You face a good goalie like Columbia's facing today.
Yep. And I think, like you said, you start thinking twice about where you're putting, if your shots that normally are going aren't going.
You start to pick spots instead of just shooting naturally.
Good pass there to Frank.
And a good fake.
Such a good job there of taking the fake and then stepping upfield, right, Rick? So many times we see young players fading away from the goal as they try to finish, but not there.
You're absolutely right with that, Evan. It's a coaching key point at times. Move towards the goal on the shot.
Haudenosaunee clearing here after corralling the loose ball.
Head up, pass, pass, pass.
Passing down the whole, all the Haudenosaunee players coming out of the box had their sticks up. They wanted the pass. Number 1, that's Ivy Santana on the field now. Good cycling motion from the wing here. Taylor Frank back up top.
So, Evan, when you have nothing to do on a rainy day, I want you to watch this and jot down how many passes on the offensive possession
Oh, man.
with the Haudenosaunee. What do you think? What's the average? What's your guess?
Oh, per possession, I think it's gotta
Not counting transition. Settled offense.
settled offense. I think we've got to be averaging close to 12 to 15 passes per possession
Yeah,
for the
I'd say
Haudenosaunee.
8 or 9, but yeah, I think it's up there.
Absolutely.
I mean, your transitions, 2-3 passes. Great game.
Just
Both
a
teams.
phenomenal game from both teams. Columbia really settling in. Couple of close chances, but just could not sneak one past Jana Herring, who stood tall in net all game for the Haudenosaunee.
Well, that was a real treat doing this with you, Evan. Certainly watching this game is exciting. I love it. I'm looking forward to the future of the Sixers.
Thank you, Rick Mercurio, so much for joining us. We're happy to have you. Really enjoyed watching some Sixes lacrosse with you. Really great. Very happy that you could make it with us. And as we're sort of leaving here, we'll leave you with these highlights from the game of the Haudenosaunee playing Team Columbia here at the Pala Sixes Cup 2021.
You see that she didn't have the shot. She just turns around, passes it inside. And watch how they take their time on the shots. They don't just catch it and throw it at the goal. You see right there, they're picking their spots. They know exactly where they want to shoot when they catch the ball and when it's fed to them. And they don't just shoot. There was very few shots that hit the goalie from Columbia today. If they missed it, went wide or over the top of the cage.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of precision, all those topics that we talked about, efficiency. And as we're, exiting, just
Look at that picture.
just a real testament to the camaraderie that we talked about, right? These players playing hard for 4 quarters, coming together right after the game, congratulating each other, not just on the game, but also being here, right? How much does that mean, to play for your team, to represent with your friends, your teammates? So nice to see them come together for a picture here at the end of the game.
Score didn't matter there.
Exactly. Thank you so much again, Rick, for joining us. A phenomenal game here today in beautiful Florida at the Pala Sixes Cup. Thank you again so much. Happy to have you. And folks, please tune in tomorrow, and we will have the championship games at the Pala Sixes Cup. So thank you so much for joining us, and we hope you enjoyed today's games.